Where the hell? There we go. What's up, Navani? Hey? What's up, brother? Um, Dave, that's probably still got some value. I don't know. I don't follow the values enough just to know, but it's a 15 ED or a 15 defense mage plate. Probably got a little bit still. Eric, what's up, brother? Yeah, I haven't found a automated way to put that pinned comment up at the top. I kind of liked having that up at the top of the chat thing, but I haven't found an automated way to set it up yet. I'm debating. I don't know yet. I'm debating going back or checking Streamlabs, see if they fixed their stuff. Because I did like their interface better, and there was a lot more uh, neat little things in Streamlabs that automated a lot of the processes. But I kind of half afraid because of the way my streams were disconnecting in that. But we'll see. I might give it a shot one day just to see if they've fixed their system. Well, let's take a look. Hold on. I'm curious now. Let's see. Softcore ladder. 15 ED mage. Okay, I'm seeing them. This is. Can you sort by date? Okay, here's newer ones. People still are stacking just lists and lists of items. This is wild. From the one a week ago, it's got significant value still. Well, I say significant. It was like around 50 form gold, which I don't know what that translates to. Now, like in runes or something, but I mean, 50 is at this point in the game is pretty high. It's still a lot. Oh yeah, yeah, I did see your message. I was just in the middle of something. Hold on, yeah, let's do that real quick. I have to find it though. That's the problem. I'm gonna have to find it. Hopefully, it's just in a shared stash. There it is. Wow, first attempt. Hold on. Let me make win one in non-ladder. This is non-ladder. Don't jump in, guys. Well, don't try to jump in. All right. Yeah, this is a wild item. Let me show them real quick, Liam. This was a giveaway Jeremy did last season. It rolled into non-ladder now. This is a J mod with 4 matching 5/5 light facets. This is like a crazy item. Yeah, this is a crazy item. Um, in fact, more value just because the jewels match. Just the base itself is crazy, but having with the matching 5/5 light facets, this is pretty nuts. And Liam won it last season. There you go, man. Damn, I got some flickerings. Well, maybe one day we'll do like some non-ladder stuff. But yeah, that's a really crazy item. And we do have a J mod up for grabs with the Annihilus The Annihilus bounty. Oh, I remember that, Liam. I remember that. So yeah, we do have another J-mod up. It's not faceted though, but the base itself is still worth a lot. But you have to bring an unID'd Annihilus, and it's got to match the stats on this one. And if it does, you win a J-mod. So pretty cool stuff. Alright, we got a Tristram. I'll play around in there. I have decent luck in Tristram, like with drops. And my drops have been really bad so far this season, so we need to hit something. Alright, everybody needs some trangs right out of the gate. Perfect dongos? That's pretty nice. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. Come on. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, Liam. It's definitely crazy, dude. That's putting it mildly, right? Nah, I hear you, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? I think the initial hubbub's kind of over, you know, all the ridiculous conspiracy stuff that was flying around. All that stuff's over, but there's definitely some conversation that need to be had within the Secret Service, because that to me is like the worst part of the whole thing. It's just, I feel like they just dropped the ball so hard. Alright, give me a charm. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff flying around about yeah. That is just wild to me how okay. Wait, what was War Belt? I don't see that one actually very often. I don't think it's any good. That's not T-Gods, is it? War Belt. Yeah, it is. Okay.
I am overburdened.
I got too much stuff. Yeah, that's the whole gist of the conversation, is just how that building wasn't secured, so.
I can't carry anymore.
I saw an interesting one today in that the Secret Service was not changing any of their security measures around the Republican convention, which has started today. In one way, I understand, but in another, I think you do have to make some adjustments.
Good to see you.
I don't think anybody needs Trangs anymore. Well, actually, I think I need them on my Druid. Might slap those on the Druid. Potentially something needed in Ubers, we'll see. Yeah, Liam, I saw that one as well. Yeah, no, I saw that as well. It was like the they interviewed a guy immediately after. It was outside the venue where that building was, and he said he told the police. He's telling them he saw him go up on the roof. Apparently, two local police. One hoisted the other one up. He peeped over the edge of the roof. The guy turned, pointed his gun at the cop, so the cop dropped, and then that's when he started shooting. I've seen that. I don't know how confirmed that is, though, but I did see that one. There's just a lot of dumb around the whole. It's like giving me like Keystone Cops vibes. It's just so much stupid shit happen. Joe, what's up, brother? Eric, that thing with that female they're giving so much crap to, she came across as pretty incompetent looking. Like, there was a moment where when they were around the car, she was like fumbling with all of her equipment and couldn't holster her gun. Then there's the shot with the angle of her crouched behind the podium where the other Secret Service were like huddled around Trump, and she was like crouched behind. And that's a freeze frame shot, and you don't actually know whether she moved up right after that. It's just a stupid meme. I mean, there's no point to it. What do you gain from that? Honestly, I think it's trying to push the trope of the DEI hire stuff, which is kind of dumb. Yeah, it's kind of a meaningless. It doesn't make any sense either way. You don't know about her record. You don't know how long she's been there, any of that stuff. So why are you just singling her out and making these memes about her? It's just wild. But I will again point just to the whole fact that everybody on Twitter and the internet's stupid for the most part. And you gotta weed through all the chafe. It was definitely weird because that's actual video, and it doesn't give you a reassuring feeling where that should be the case when it comes, especially Secret Service. It is hard to become a member of the Secret Service. This is not some small agency that just any person can sign up and be part of it. Yeah, Liam, I would agree with that in the sense that if you're, especially if you're in law enforcement, you have to be practicing constantly, always. Like, not only shooting your weapon, but part of the practicing is being able to holster and come to a shooting stance, or pull your gun and come to a shooting stance. And like, that whole motion should become so second nature that you don't even think about it, right? It's not just the shooting, it's the whole motion. You got to be able to get your gun into a firing position quickly, but it also is, you have to put your gun back with that, with no thought, or it just should be natural. And it stood out. It did stand out because it looked so weird. Like, how are you just like fumbling with it, trying to put it, and I don't think she actually ended up putting it in the holster. I think she ended up just holding it. So it's just not a good look. It's not. That part is not a good look. Everything else, I don't care. Like the still shots, and like you're saying, like putting her next to the slide. None of that is pointless. That video of them fumbling around the car is not a good look. It's not. It's just not a good look. And if you're Secret Service, you are at the top of the law enforcement feeding chain. Or you're just should be the most proficient looking person in law enforcement. I mean to go all the way through here, but I guess we'll do it. It is what it is. I mean, all they can do is like kind of course correct and fix stuff, I guess. But I mean, the whole thing behind the Secret Service for forever was that, their job is to protect the person they're charged with at all costs, including their life. That literally is how the Secret Service is charged. Yeah, the internet's especially wild this week. It's beyond wild this week. I mean, to be expected, because, I mean, the last time anything like this happened was Reagan, like in the 80s. So, we're looking at 40 plus years since something like this has been attempted. In the U.S. anyways. But, like, I mean, I personally, like, just like how all that went down, I feel like the people on the job, on the ground at that event had gotten complacent. How many events have they probably had to just sit there and... I think just got complacent. I mean, they're supposed to be trained not to, but I think that's just human nature. That was going to become... It's going to be a level of complacency that falls in. Yeah, the Japanese Prime Minister one was the last big one, and that was just, what, a couple of years ago? That was pretty recent, wasn't it? Was it that recent? I knew it was pretty recent, but for some reason I have it in my head it was a couple years ago. It could have been this year. Well, no, I don't think it was this year. Maybe last? Yeah, Eric, I saw that, dude. That was wild. Yeah, Jeb, that's my point. Like they've been to. I mean, he has like an event like that almost every day, literally. I mean, so you think about that. That I mean, I think that there was a level, and they probably rotate a lot of people in and out. Like you're not going to be the. It's not going to be the same people. Like if there was an event, back-to-back events, it's not the same people at the next one, right? There's going to be teams that like rotate ahead on the events. But I mean, I honestly believe that's just what it falls down to. Is just there was just that level of complacency after doing hundreds of events. That just. Not to say that I don't think that. I think the handling of this particular event goes beyond like inept though, just because of like the glaring issues with, you know, um, where that guy fired from. That was like the only other elevated position that was in any kind of sight of that of the stage. So to not have that position covered, that's inept. That's not complacency there. I think the reaction timing might be some complacency, but the handling of the event and setting up everything, I think that kind of is like really, really bad. And I think some people should be fired over it. Yeah, Jeb, it is. It's been bad for a while, dude. It has. I don't disagree with that at all. I think this. I think this really amped it up. You know, there's a lot of calls for bringing down the temperature and all that, but it literally had the opposite effect. It's had the opposite effect. People's brains got broke over this thing. And I mean, I honestly can't fault people for like reacting the way they have. For the most part, there's some wild stuff being said that just is inexcusable. But I think the anger from it, I think, is justified. Because it was so poorly handled. There's no, it's the anger is justified. Ram, what's up, brother? Yeah, Jeb, that's the part I'm talking about. That's just some wild, off the wall stuff, man.
Good day.
+1, +1. So much stuff around this thing. What the hell?
I am overburdened.
Nah, Liam. It's kind of weird in that. I mean, he had just no social media presence, and suddenly it's impossible for them to get into his phone, which I thought was kind of weird. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna find it. I don't think they're gonna find anything. You got another one, Joe? What the hell, man? The cleanse. There's a lot of memes flying around about the cleanse, that's for sure. Captain, what's up, brother? Nah, Jeb, I think that's what's. I think literally just there's just gonna nothing's gonna come out of it. It could, yeah, for sure, it could be. I don't know. Maybe something comes out, but I'm not holding my breath. Roberto, what's up, brother? I mean, I seriously think it's just gonna. It's definitely ramped up the rhetoric even more so, which is hard to believe. But yeah, or the rhetoric's definitely gotten worse. Getting a lot of drops, nothing. A lot of stuff hitting the ground, nothing worth looking at though. I feel like we're gonna get what. This one just started. I feel like we're gonna get a drop out of Tristram. I don't know about criminal element like that, Bob. I'm leaning towards Lone Wolf. I don't know. I don't think they're going to find anything in his phone either. I mean, it could be, Joe. Because, you know, it's like the Vegas shooter. Nothing ever came out about that dude. Ever. Nothing. Zero. They never found a motive for that. I always thought that was pretty wild, right? Because, I mean, that dude got into a hotel with multiple weapons. And it was like 60 dead or something. A couple hundred shot. It was like wild, crazy numbers, right? They never revealed a motive behind that. Oh yeah, for sure, Bob. That to me is the biggest failure. Is just the site was not secure at all. That's just wild. And I think the Secret Service is blaming the local cops that was their purview. that's just wild to me, man. Because like you still coordinate, even if that was the case. You can't sit there and tell me that you're not overall in charge of the whole security system. Like, you just letting them do whatever? You have no say in how they handle it? Well, it doesn't make any sense, right, Joe? I mean, to me, if a federal agency, especially the Secret Service, is supposed to be in charge of they're the detail protecting Trump, right? In Biden and whoever else they're in charge of. Are you deferring to the local police to cover an area and have no input on how that's going to be covered, what they're going to be doing? You're just going to assume that they've got it? I mean, that's wild. There's no shot. And it's not a good look You're blaming the locals? Ooh. I mean, it's like saying, yeah, but we left it up to Barney and Andy to handle it, and they screwed it up, so it's their fault. Come on. Oops. No, it's a horrible look. Yeah, it's horrible look if they're pointing fingers at local. Oh, really, Liam? I haven't seen that trailer. Fuzzy, what's up, brother? Yeah, it's just a bad look. I just can't accept that that's your excuse. That's wild. So everybody gets in these moments where they get a song stuck in their head, right? And I've had that today, and it's such a weird. I don't understand why it's there, but I'm sure y'all have heard the song. It's a song by Melissa Etheridge, so we're going way back. It's Only One, I think that's what it's called. It somehow has crept into my brain. I haven't heard this song in probably 20 plus years. It might even be longer than that. And somehow that song has been circulating in my head all day. All day. And I don't know how it got there, and it's driving me crazy. Did you really, Fuzzy? Dude, I haven't. I couldn't even tell you when I've heard that song last, man, and I can't get it out of my head. No, I'm not gonna play it. It's just crazy, man. I don't. I don't get it. I mean, it's just because usually when you get a song stuck in your head like that, like you heard it in the background or it was like somewhere. It just got there and then it won't go away. This one came from nowhere and it won't go away.
I am overburdened. Stay a while and listen.
Wouldn't have been bad early season boots. Oh yeah, Fuzzy. That's what I mean. Like you'll get hit with something like in the background or something, and you just don't even realize it. But I mean, I haven't been out to where that could have happened, and I'm not seeing that song being played anywhere except maybe on the radio. I don't know, dude. It's driving me crazy. Dude, Liam, I don't know, man. It's just I could see that happening just because he's probably so damn stubborn that they kind of figured, they're not going to let it get him out of there unless they let him do something. And it could have been just like a reaction, dude. I wouldn't put it past that it was just, he was going to do that.
Thanks.
Just die. Yeah, I mean, it's not ethereal. Yeah, whatever. It's kind of cool, but Matt, what's up, brother? Yeah, Joe, that's true. I didn't think about that, Joe. It could be something maybe somehow subconsciously related to that song triggered it. But so not necessarily the song itself or hearing it, but something associated with it, which I still don't know what that could be. But I mean, I could see that potentially being something. Lilith Fair. I don't even know what that is. Oh wait, I picked them up. I don't know what it is. Liam, I haven't been following any of the noise around that Black Ops 6
Yes.
stuff. Well, that's That's one of the most useless skillers. Oh well. It was trying to give me something. I'll keep an eye out, Roberto. We might find something.
I need a key.
To be fair, I think my first Infinity was in a CV. I think it was. Crunchy. Great descriptive. I kind of like that, actually. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, Carl. I mean, I know for a fact mine was. It's just one of them things. This was like early D2R when it first dropped. This was before the seasons even started. And I had actually found all the runes for my Infinity, but bases just weren't dropping. And I was doing self-found at the time, and I just straight up made mine in a CV. Concord beta stuff? No, I don't. What is that? What are you talking about?
Yes?
Hello.
Yeah, Carl or Roberto, it's guaranteed 4 sockets in a CV. If you want to guarantee it with a socket quest, you'll get 4 in a CV. If you do the cube recipe, you have a 50% shot at getting 4 sockets. So, but if you got like at least 3 characters, right? So you could probably just burn a socket quest on it to guarantee it. I think next season I'm gonna start with the assassin, but I think I'm gonna try and make a paladin and see if I can build out the chatlet again. Fuzzy. Dude, man, stop. Let's see, who would be at that concert performing? Obviously Melissa Etheridge. 4 Non-Blondes. I can see that. What else we got? Shiz, what's up, brother? Jewel. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if she'd fit. Alanis Morissette. Fiona Apple, for sure. Yes, I would agree with that one. What was the chick with the glasses? There was a chick, kind of the same genre. She wore glasses. Kind of had like the dirty librarian look. Yes, Lisa Loeb. Yeah. I don't know if she'd fit with that crowd either, but.
Good day.
Stop, Carl. Maybe a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe a little bit. Back in the day. Annie DeFranco. I know the name. I can't picture. We're getting a lot of rares dropping. No good rolls yet, but we're getting a lot of them. Who's the one that sang Torn? Is that the name of it? Torn? It was the same time frame, same era. Great movie. Yeah, Imbruglia. Imbruglia? Imbruglia. Yeah. They played the ever-living hell out of that song on the radio. Jesus. Ooh. That's cool. Oh, I did. Let me get back to camp. Yeah, that's all that same era. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about, Fuzzy. Yeah, that's Sarah McLachlan one. Did she even have another song? Man, did they ever try and guilt trip you with that song? Holy Jesus. For Infinity, it's Burmal Bur Ist. Pretty sure. Hold on, I'll double check for you. Infinity reward. I think it's Burmal Bur Ist. Burmal Bur Ist. With a I-S-T. Not if. Burmal Bur Ist. Burmal Bur Ist. There you go. Eddie Brickell. I know that name too. I can't picture. Oh wait, did I not? Yeah, let me ID
Good
real
day.
quick.
Stay a while and listen.
Wrong person. +3. Not great. Well, that's a decent lightning roll. Every once in a while, I see somebody rocking their shooters, but that's kind of always a filler one these days. Anybody need that? Otherwise, I'm gonna chunk it. I think okay, Fuzzy. I think I got you. What was that? That whole genre, or not genre, but that whole time frame where all these female. This is considered pop still, right? Um, that was all in kind of the same time frame. .317 ED, that's a great roll. Liam kind of is nowadays, right? It's a good ED roll. That's at a 325, so yeah, you got a good roll out of that. The base damage is probably pretty high. Man, Roberto, you've had a good season, dude. Yeah, me too, Fuzzy. I really need to get to a show, dude. I really need to get to a show. It's been so long. I was trying to think even the last one I went to. It was pre-COVID. Hey, Ken. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I think my last concert was pre-COVID. No, in fact, I know it was. So, yeah. It's been a while. Ken, if that's what you're doing, man, you need to approach way different. Um, it's not hey ya. It's how's your day been going? Um, do you is this the only game you stream? Can's on Twitch. He's doing the graphic designer thing all wrong. Dude, I'd see 38 Special. 38 Special used to be one of my favorite bands back in the 80s. I love their stuff, dude. I still have them on my playlist. Ah, I got you, Can. That makes sense to switch it up a little bit. Oh, you mean like ruined it as in like nobody stands up to that anymore, Eric? I hear you, man. Seeing Gojira and Korn, that would have been a pretty cool show. Seriously, I think my last show was like Hootie and the Blowfish, and that was 2000. Is that 2020? That is a while back now. I can't believe I hadn't been to a show in that long. Yeah, Liam, probably so. Hork and a Shaco, yeah. Oh wow, it's already been an hour. Can you won a 1112 Amazon torch? Yeah, Eric, I've seen a lot of footage of his live stuff, and it's crazy good. I'd love to see him live as well. And I gotta be honest, man. I don't. He puts himself out there mainly as a country artist, but I love the blues stuff or the more bluesy sounding stuff he does. It's just so good, man. He's got such a great voice for that. Here's the problem with that, Carl. I'd be going by myself. I don't. I have no friends or family that listen to any of that. Yeah, for sure, Eric. He is. Like the guys I used to go to those types of concerts with are like they live at different states now. Because like when I'd go to the House of Blues in Myrtle Beach, because Wilmington to House of Blues in Myrtle Beach was like an hour drive, and dude, we used to go see everybody down there, but it was always like the same group of guys that went, and and none of those guys live around me anymore. They were like, yeah, it's just something like that's always more fun with a group, especially if the group loves that kind of music. It's just so much better, and there's no shot I'd go by myself. I definitely, the wife wouldn't go see Korn and Gojira. That's not gonna happen. Oh man, that's too funny. I mean, I just love live shows just in general. There's just so much, the energy's so different going to see live music. I would, yeah, I would hesitate to even answer that, Liam. You're just trying to get me in trouble. What the hell? I haven't found one all season. Well, that means I need to get one to drop. Something of note. Even if it's not even needed anymore. I hear you, Eric. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of funny because one of the guys that I'm working with on the game, he said something the other day about going somewhere to go see a show, but he was trying to talk us into going to see Timberlake, and I'm just like, it's not my vibe, man. I mean, I love live shows, but I mean, I gotta like it, like at least be into the music. Yeah, I'm not a Timberlake fan. Oh, he was hard pushing it too. I'm like, dude, I don't listen to him. I don't want to go. It was before. Yeah, it was before. It was a couple months ago at least. It was definitely before the Dewey. Oh man, that's too funny. Wait, is this yeah, underground passage. I knew there was. Do I want to run underground though? I guess it's not bad. It does have that second floor. Where the hell's it at? Now. Wait, no, that's the way out. Right? Yeah. There it is. I always loved the House of Blues events just because they're such small venues, and you get such big names in those places, and be able to see them, you know, a little more closed atmospheres, you know, outside of like the big stadium arena events. I love those kind of shows. That's kind of cool, Fuzzy. Wasn't Dweezil one of the MTV VJs for a while?
I can't carry anymore.
Is he really? That's actually funny.
I can't carry anymore.
No. He is into a lot different music than I am, for sure. I hear you, Roberto. That's right, you're in Vegas. I haven't been to Vegas in a while either. That kind of sucks. I used to go all the time. I hadn't been there in a while. Yeah, kind of, Carl. I used to make a trip out to Vegas pretty often. I hadn't been again since pre-COVID. I couldn't tell you. I've never been to a show in Vegas. Like, we've been multiple times, but I've never actually gone to a show in Vegas. Yeah, I kind of remember hearing that. She's got a lot of stuff going on, don't she? Health-wise. Body Worlds? I don't recognize that. I mean, and of course, you know, I tend to, when we go to Vegas, it's like, I like to hit like restaurants that I normally wouldn't be able to get to around here. And then gamble. I love gambling, so there's always that part of it. And you know, I could kind of do that stuff because like Cherokee's pretty. I could get to Cherokee here in North Carolina, and they got like a casino there. But I mean, there's just a vibe to Vegas that's just different. I can't believe I haven't popped a single Sunder yet. This is crazy to me. Oh, really, Roberto? That was like where I usually stay. I love Caesars. That's usually where I stay when we go. Can't hit it for the train. I still can't get over that. There's no shot I sleep on public transportation. I was just thinking where Jerry was, but he said he was going to the beach for a couple days this week. Yeah, I hear you, Joe. Jesus, fuck. Well, I have no conception of how big that thing actually is. I know it's supposed to be pretty large. Speaking of GPUs, I heard some news that we're potentially going to be seeing the 5090 series of stuff coming out. Nice, Roberto. That place is so big, man. Well, I think all those casinos, they're just like, they're so, they're big. And you just don't realize how big they are until you've done a couple laps just walking around, and you're like, Jesus Christ, man, this place. They're so deceptive in the size. Like, I remember the first time we went to Vegas, and I don't remember where we were staying. We were staying at one that's closed down now. And we thought we were going to walk down the strip towards, like, because like MGM and like New York's across the street from each other, across the strip. And we were going to walk by like Treasure Island and Caesars and all that. It's so far. We gave up on that one pretty quick.
I am overburdened.
And what was so funny is, like, I don't know if they even still do it or not. Like, the first trip we made was, it's probably about 10 plus. It was a while back. And those guys would be on like every 25 or 30 yards, flicking their little escort cards at you. And they just sit there and pop them. They just like pop, 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 pop. And the first time you're like, what is this? And then you realize they're promoting like different escorts and stuff. And you're like, oh my God. Because the first trip my wife and I went, so we had no clue about any of that. I don't know if they even still do it or not. I'm willing to bet they still do. Oh, really, Liam? That's kind of wild. How have I not found us under all these packs I've killed? That's how my luck's been this season. Oh yeah, I get that, Roberto, for sure. I don't mind them. The crowds don't bother me. My wife doesn't like them that much. Hey, Dennis, what's up, brother? It runs on Unity. That's actually funny. Stop. Stop. Phone. Stop. Phone. Yeah, crowds have never bothered me. I mean, I don't like packed, but like just crowd in general. It's my wife does not. She does not like crowds at all. Zero. Yeah, Novotny, that's my wife. She gets claustrophobic. Start getting into a crowd of people. Her anxiety amps up pretty quick when she starts getting into a crowd, especially like you guys are saying, or just start getting bumped into a lot. She can't stand it. Oh yeah, like I said, it's not me, but my wife definitely relates to that feeling, 100%. But she'll go to a concert with me, so. But depending on the venue, even like really crowded concerts can be laid out to where you don't feel that crowded. Yeah. Well, Eric, it's subjective. If you're one of the drunks, it's not as bad, but if you're sober in a crowd of drunks, it's exponentially worse. That's kind of crazy that Unity's used for that sphere. Of course, I don't. Well, I guess it's not that much of a stretch.
I can't carry anymore.
Because I mean, like other engines, well, like Unreal, like I don't know that they need, because like Unreal's kind of known, right, for its like its 3D modeling rendering is like super good. Like terrain design is like super good. So, I mean, do you really need something like that for like that sphere? I mean, we're using Unity for our game, but, you know, depending on how things pan out, if we have to, you know, if we run into stuff where, you know, potentially having to switch to Unreal is a better solution, we'll probably switch to Unreal. But right now it's working pretty good. That's not. I should hold that, right? Just in case I lose my my golem. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put that in the bank. Alright, so I need to make room. I don't need that. That's a loaded fence. You know, I haven't even noticed. I don't think. I feel like maybe I've had one drop. I've seen some crazy stuff with the Unreal Engine and what you can do on it now. Yeah. It'd be cool to see some of the older stuff on it. There it is. When you headed on vacation, Ken? When you wanting to drop anties? Nice. Coming up soon. I need to do something, man. I haven't taken... My schedule's been so wacky. I haven't been able to take any time off. Like, it's always something coming up that I have to deal with. Yeah, I kind of get that, Dennis. I mean, like, I'm kind of doing that now. When I say short, it's like a day or two. I need like a solid week. Oh, about to say I'm about to die. Oh well, no big deal.
Yes?
Yes?
We'd kicked around going to Okinawa this year, but family stuff kind of intervened on that one.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, they tried to give me a Shaco. Jeb, it will be in the next week or
It's
so.
locked.
We're finally finished with getting everything cleared and cleaned up. I'm going to try and meet with the real estate guy probably next week. Get everything set up, put on the market. He seems to think like the turnaround time on it's going to be like really fast, like 2 weeks. And that'll just be another thing I just won't have to deal with anymore. I mean, going back and forth there is eat up a lot of my free time. No, Jeb, I can't, but like just about everybody in Okinawa speaks English. So, yeah, the language barrier is not a problem. Um, Expected north of 300 is expected. And I think we're gonna push to fall around another pair of trangs. We're hoping to get like we're shooting for like mid threes and hoping to land a little over 3. We're gonna start kind of high because my dad did a lot of custom work in the house. Whether that translates well into the market, we'll see. But I mean, if you think about that, like that's kind of the housing prices in North Carolina are not exorbitant by any means. Because like my parents' house is almost 1,900 square feet, which is not big, but it's got a lot of custom woodwork, hardwood floors. I mean, it's got a new roof, new HVAC. It's got a screened-in huge deck, like 14 by 20 screened covered deck. Snipes, what's up, brother? It's got a full separate garage with a workroom in the back with the AC. It's all powered. Like over a quarter-acre lot. And you think about all that in totality, and a price of around 300 or a little more for something like that. I think in other areas that's $1 million house. But that's kind of the average, like in that town. Oh yeah, dude. I helped him build that, and that garage has a carport attached to the front of it. He used it as a woodworking shop. That was his whole reason for having it. So like the housing market is actually it's kind of tame compared to a lot of other states here. Even where I live, like around RDU, like I think the average is like 450. Yeah, I'm sure, Jeb. And I don't think that's like unreasonable where you're at either. I think the New England area is probably the worst for housing prices, and California. I feel like I'm being trolled by Blizzard. I think they've like determined, like in my streams this season, that they just had enough of me talking bad about them, and they're just not gonna get anything to drop. Yeah, Austin I heard was really crazy. Yeah, I heard you guys talk about that as well. It's like even my house here, like I'm outside of the RDU proper, but I'm like at a driving distance for a lot of people from here and even further out drive into Raleigh for work, and so it would take me probably 20 to 30 minute drive to get to the office where I worked before, and so it's not that far commute wise. And like this house is 2,600 and some change square footage. 2-car garage. The lot's kind of small, but I don't mind that. I hate cutting grass. And it's, I think last time I looked, it's listed, or not retail, but like valued at like around 460, 450, 460. I hadn't looked in a while. well, in a few months. It doesn't bounce around a whole lot though. It remains pretty close to that number. So, I mean, other places, I mean, it's crazy expensive for a house this big. Best smoked brisket, I mean, I'm going to tell you Texas for sure. I don't know price-wise in Tennessee, Eric. I don't know. Because Tennessee is one of the states without, like, a state income tax. But I don't know how that shakes out into, like, sales tax, property tax, stuff like that. Tennessee's a beautiful state. But I mean, I think North Carolina is too, so. Well, yeah, Florida man is is kind of a meme, right? Well, I think it depends on where like I think Miami area is probably like probably Cuban food. It's a pretty big thing in like the Miami, Dade County. But I mean, outside of that, probably yeah, just the Gulf Coast is probably seafood heavy. Um, I think that's about it, probably. Yeah, the whole gator thing is for sure. Iguana. I don't know about that. They maybe. Um, like the lionfish thing, because you know that's a big thing right now, right? Like the invasive, is it scorpionfish, lionfish, whatever, whichever they call it there. Um, that's supposed to be good to eat. I'd definitely try that if I could. Oh yeah, Miami's definitely further south. But yeah, Florida, I think if you were talking about Florida cuisine, that probably had to be included.
I can't carry anymore.
luck is so bad this season. I don't understand. There's RNG and then there's this. Hey, some guy, what's up, brother? Snakehead is supposed to be really good to eat. I used to catch them up at my in-laws all the time, and I just would throw them back. I thought they were just kind of a nasty trash fish. But it turns out snakehead's supposed to be really good. I always wanted to see that. Do the drive to Key West. I always wanted to check that out. I can't. Oh, just a bush was in my way. Dennis always pushing that snook thing. I'm gonna have to try it if I ever get to Florida.
I need a key.
We almost had a five NATO pelt. Snook get pretty decent size. It's like a really sought after game fish for fishing and just in general. But they get pretty big. Hey, I'm all about some black and grouper. 100% on that. Definitely getting hungry. Oh, there are slot fish too? I didn't know that. Huh. See, can. Cans on the train, boys. Wave goodbye. If I don't get any kind of drop today, I'm just gonna call it. I've been targeted. Wait, I don't understand what you just said, Mike. Loves his Ohio as his VP? What's that mean? Is that an autocorrect? Is that Vance that's in Ohio? Did he announce? Did he say who it was going to be? I don't know if I agree with that pick. I honestly, it's probably a weird thing to hear, But I gotta be honest, I think they should have played the diversity card a little bit. Oh, that's my merch. What the hell? I mean, it sounds kind of weird, but I think that was the play.
Good day.
Either female,
Greetings.
Tim Scott would have been a good pick in my opinion. So a lot of people don't like him as being too moderate, but I don't have a problem with him. I don't think that, because I mean, when he picked Pence the first time in 2016, I was like, God, could you pick a more milquetoast white dude? And he kind of did it again. I don't think I necessarily agree with that. What the hell? My chat just went wonky. I don't know that Vivek was ever in the running. I don't have any basis for it, but I don't think he liked Vivek. Personally, I don't think he liked him. I don't know. I don't have no basis for that. I just, for whatever reason, I just didn't think he liked him. That's for sure. I don't know. I don't know if the only thing I could see as a reason if he thinks Ohio's in play, and that's why he picks somebody from Ohio, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I think in the whole scheme of things, it's not going to make that much of a difference, but I don't know. It wasn't who I'd have picked, but I'm not running for president, so. No, I don't think it will. Some guy. I don't think after everything went down this weekend, I don't think it matters. I saw an interesting article today. Because my thoughts was after Saturday, I was leaning towards it was just going to be a landslide. Honestly, my first thought was, and I think there's a lot of people in the Democratic Party that kind of sees it that way as well. But then I read an article that kind of made sense, that I don't think there was that many undecideds. I don't think undecided. There's just not that many people. There's like hard lines now. I don't think there's a ton of people in the middle going, I don't know who to pick. People have already picked. So I don't think that pushed things like what happened on Saturday pushed things into a landslide. But here's where I disagree with the article, and I think they're getting this wrong. I think what happened Saturday ramps up the turnout. I think that ramps up the turnout to where people that were maybe on the fence of even going to vote, even though they had who in their head they wanted to win, I think that actually comes into play where it's going to push a lot of people to the ballot box that would not have necessarily gone. So I think that undecided is irrelevant. I think it's a turnout issue at this point. And I think Saturday fired up so many people that they're just going to show up to vote, that maybe we're on the fence about even going to vote. I think that's more the thing than trying to sway the undecided, because I don't think there's any undecided. So that's where I think the article got it wrong. Because there's a lot of really mad people now about Saturday. I mean, I can see Vivek potentially being a cabinet. I don't know. I've just never seen them interact. So I don't know if Trump even likes the dude. No. That's the thing. He fires it. I mean, I don't, was there anybody that actually made it through the entire 4 years? Because yeah, I feel like most people maybe made it a couple years before they were fired. Yeah, for sure, there probably is. But yeah, I don't know that necessarily the VP pick is going to make a difference. Sometimes they say the VP can if the state is in question, but Ohio's not in question. So doing it for just the sake of picking somebody from Ohio is not really, that doesn't really matter. So I don't know. Maybe nobody else wanted to do it. I mean, I guess that could potentially be the case. Stephen Miller, who's that? Roberto, you pulling some old history out on me? I knew he was going to announce today. They had said that he was going to announce first day of the convention. Honestly, I'd already forgotten about it. I think in the whole scheme of things, it don't really matter. Oh, you're saying somebody that made it the whole way? I mean, could be, I guess. I couldn't think of anybody. One of his advisors. Could be. Appoint Elon to be head of NASA. Get them straight, man.
I can't carry anymore.
It's interesting times we live in, that's for sure. That's for sure. Wild times. I don't know how that works for the cabinet. I actually don't know. When's the DNC convention? Is that next week? I had a feeling that no, I was literally about to say something about that. I don't think they're going to try and replace him. I think Joe's going to go on through. I don't think that's going to change at all. After the debate, I'd originally thought that they were going to seriously try and get him to drop out, but he seems pretty adamant about not, and so I just don't. I don't think they have any other option at this point. I don't think he's going to drop out, so I think they're just going to have to go with it. Oh wait, it's not Terror Zone anymore. It switched, didn't it? Yeah, if it didn't happen in that first week after the debate, it was too late at that point. It had to happen that soon after. Black Marsh and the Hole. Boy, they're staying in Act 1, aren't they? Should I go there? Nah, let's go do a little bit of chaos. Yeah, oh yeah, Dennis. They did. They completely screwed up on Saturday. Yeah. And the whole idea that they're blaming the local cops for it is just absurd. It's just dumb on its face. She didn't have a bunch, Jeb. Was it one of the debates where she was coughing a lot? I think that was. Oh wait, didn't she fall or something as well? There was a couple of different times where stuff came up. I kind of remember now that maybe she had fallen. It wasn't like a bunch of stuff, but there was things that came up. They were focused on like when she was coughing all the time, and I don't know. That minutia. Oh yeah, yeah.
I am overburdened.
They definitely need to start trying to skew a little younger for president. I mean, Jesus, man.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, at least, Jeb, right? 40s and 50s would be fine. I mean, come on. I will say that for as you know, Trump's like 78, I think. He is like a machine as far as just he is like nonstop, man. It's shocking to me actually how um how he's just always going. Nice, Roberto. No, I think JFK was youngest. I will give him that. His energy is kind of wild. I mean, because it makes me tired thinking about the pace he keeps up with all the events and stuff. I saw that the other day, Eric. That video of that. It was, and he was kind of smiling while it happened. It was pretty funny. Wasn't that like in Afghanistan or Iraq? That was a really funny video.
Not even death can save you from me.
What was crazy was the security around that just did not react to that dude at all.
I can't carry anymore.
Hold on, my chat thing just went wonky. What the hell is that all about? Hold on, I gotta open up Twitch. Okay. Somebody type something real quick. There it goes. That was weird. My chat screen just forward. Fortunately, it refreshed. But that was like one of them things like the throwing of the shoe was like the ultimate insult or something.
Thanks. Thanks.
See you, Dennis. Have a good one, buddy. Go catch us a snook. And then put it on a box of ice and send it to me, and we'll do like a cooking stream. Yeah. That damn autocorrect.
I can't carry anymore.
Not even death can save you from me.
So I looked at a little bit of that Baldime. We were talking about that yesterday. I might check it out. I might do maybe next week. I might play it a little bit, just see what's up. What I didn't look at much because if I look at games like that and want to try them, I don't want to see like much of the gameplay. I want to go into it like as you know, newbie as I can, like I know nothing about the game. So I looked at it, and you know, mainly like review stuff, like people talking about, yeah, it's, you know, it's got a lot of this, a lot of that, and a few of you guys said something about it, and I was like, okay, so we might check it out just to see. It's been updated quite a bit. They've dropped a decent amount of updates for it, so I don't know if that's still the... Actually, I think one of the updates was pretty recent, or is coming out soon. Maybe that's what I saw. So I'll be curious to see what it looks like. It seems to line up with like games that I like to play, so. But I'm not going to look at any more because I don't want to see a whole lot about it. Like when we looked at Last Epoch, I didn't look at any gameplay for it. Does anybody have stuff to ID, like Sunders or Annihilus? Does anybody have stuff they want to get ID'd? We do that real quick. Realize we haven't done any of that yet today. I did 2 full tear zones and didn't get a single Sunder, which is wild. That. can do that. There we go.
Not even death can
Come on, D, just once. Even worse. Oh man, come on.
What do you need?
I am overburdened.
Thanks.
What is my magic fine? 250 basically. Alright, I haven't. I'll socket that.
I can't carry anymore.
Need to shake things up somehow.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, Roberto, you've definitely had a lot more luck than I have. Definitely. I don't know. Maybe I'm not holding my mouth right. Y'all ever heard that one?
I am overburdened.
Ooh, there we go. I switched positioning and I got a Andes. See you, some guy. All right, ethereal. Ethereal. It is not. It's a 10-28. That's not a bad roll. That's not a bad roll at all. Found something. Actually decent. Yeah, Liam, dude, I envy his what would you call that? It's just his energy. I mean, I don't have that much energy. I'm not even close. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, that's not bad. That's not, I'll take that. I'm still going to change my magic. Let's see if I got a socket quest. We're going to bump it by 24. Shit. I guess it's all that McDonald's. Alright, let's go see if we got a socket quest. I actually hadn't seen her in a while.
You're in the afternoon.
Oh, we do have it. Alright. Alright, alright. Alright, so bump it. We'll put that in there. I don't think I have. Does IST give you magic fine in a helmet? 25 versus 24. Might be able to make something out of that IST though. Let's just go. We can always change it. We'll do this for now. Alright, so that puts me, it should be what, 172? I was at 148. 172. Alright, I'm going to clear this one. I'm going to try a seal pop. Let's see how fast we can do a seal pop.
Thanks.
Man, that's a short trip. Yeah, yeah. You stop telling me.
I can't carry
Thanks.
anymore.
Killa, what's up, brother? Alright, I'm gonna seal pop the rest of the runs. I'm curious to see. I don't. Just because I had to get a couple of ads, it'll be a little slower, but teleport speed should still be decently close. Some more color in there. More color. No. Well, they're probably some Timberlake going on. See, like the one that likes Timberlake that I was talking about, his house is kind of the meetup place because he's got a really nice place. He's got like a home theater room with like the big 140 whatever system sound, all the sound. He's got like a poker room even where we play. We go there and play poker sometimes because he's got like a one room just set aside with a nice poker table, the whole 9 yards. And yeah, so we have to listen to his music. And he is a actual one of the Banana Mayo guys, but yeah, that's definitely not a thing. Alright, we're going to seal pop. Yeah, that's what he did. He did he had a whole room set up for it, and it's a nice setup. We actually did the final episode Game of Thrones watch party at his house on that. And it would have been cool if, the episode wasn't so bad. I didn't mean to do that. I gotta go reset my... Alright, we gotta go set our TP again. Oh wait, am I doing it right? Yeah, I'm doing it. It's been so long since I've done this. is that the goalpost, Liam? All the cool stuff. We do adult parties, man. We don't have kids around. Not that way, but yeah, that sounded horrible.
Overburdened.
Not even death can save you from me.
I can't carry anymore.
Sacred. Yeah, I think his is a 4K. It's nice for sure. He never had kids. He's only he's 36, maybe 36 or 38. They just never had kids. I mean, they've been married since out of college, but they've never had kids. Nah, Roberto. Nah, we don't need. We're probably not gonna run any more Ubers. Yeah, see, there you go. Shiz knows. But I will say it gave him money for toys. Wait, I hadn't heard that one, Liam. What you talking about? Is there some weird glitch or something happening? I haven't heard that one, Liam. I'll check it out and see if there's something floating out there. Wait, wasn't there somebody in stream that said something like a week ago? Yeah, I think you're talking about actually in our stream. I feel like there was somebody that said something, and it was something to do with like EU versus the NA server or something. Something weird like that. I don't know why I'm looking at that. Jack.
Thanks.
Man, there's a lot of stuff dropping. Jesus.
Not even
Matt
death
Bow?
can save you from me.
Oh, it's a 3-socket. Is there any 3-socket bow rune words? I don't think so. No, get away from it. Got to get my... It's not too bad seal popping with this. Works pretty decent. I think it'd feel better with that last break point, but I don't know how hard that is to hit. Smell something cooking.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
I need to time it, see how much quicker the seal pop is over. Stop doing that, dude. Nah, can it's still rocking. Japanese catering. That sounds pretty interesting. I definitely would have been on board with that one. Really? That's kind of crazy, dude. Unless their sushi was just really bad.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh my god. You just have to rely on him for the mana, for the insight.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, I honestly think, like, you know, people can be like tone deaf. I think there's a version of that for taste. I honestly think there's a version of tone deafness for tasting as well. Because it would make sense sometimes. Some of the things I hear. Why are you looking at me? Well, she got that ass backwards.
Greetings.
You can tell, like, immediately if sushi's been sitting out for any length of time. And it's not like it's a texture thing. Like, I mean, you could just tell. Almost died there. Kind of wild.
Thanks.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
This is a high density one. Alright, last sweep.
Not even death can save you from me.
I can't complete. I didn't get skunked today. We did pull a Andes and a pretty decent one. Not very useful for me, but I mean it's kind of a rare drop that's oftentimes sought after. So we definitely didn't get skunked. Did get a decent Ashutas as well. Again, not useful for me, but yeah, I'll definitely be on Wednesday. I think my sister's going to be coming in to pick up my mother. I don't have any house stuff planned for this week. Next week, definitely. So yeah, should be good to go for Wednesday. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump and grab some food. So we're probably gonna carry on the bounties. I think Jeremy's wanted to do it through Sunday, and then I might mess around with some Valheim next week. Maybe. Just to mix things up till the end of the season. They haven't said anything, so I don't know what their plans are for the season. Whether we're going to carry on for the four months this time, or I don't know. Who knows? They're so tight-lipped about things with this game. It's kind of ridiculous. Concord. Yeah, I'll check it out. See what else is out there. Yeah, I'm open to looking at stuff like that. Because I kind of want to see what's current and kind of incorporate like good ideas into my game. So we'll see how that goes. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys on Wednesday.